Hello! Welcome back to the Laser Lunch Hour. I am your host, Caliban, here as always to play video games over the hour of lunch. And we're back! We are back in the world of Metal Gear Solid. It's Metal Gear Solid 2, the Sons of the Patriots. And we're going to just jump right in. I don't have to explain it. You know what it is. But maybe you don't. Maybe you don't know what it is. Here's something I forgot. I forgot that you can't pause cutscenes. We didn't do that back then. You just sat through it. So that's not a problem after, I think 3 also doesn't let you. Anything that's on the PS2 era, right? The good news is it isn't until 4 that the cutscenes get to be, like a half an hour long. So we'll just suffer through. I plan to play the remake of 3 if it ever comes out, in place of the original 3. Not the original 3. Subsistence is the one that I like, the one that lets you move the camera around. But anyway, so that won't be a problem when we play 3, but we're going to have to enjoy some of the cutscene goodness of 2. It's funny because, and I'm not revealing any new information here, but Kojima is such a fan of movies and wished, I think, so much to bring the quality of cinema to video games. Somewhat in the first one, but the second one is really where it starts happening. And so therefore the cutscenes are more than, well, there's also a lot of codec recordings that are just two people talking to each other. But the cutscenes really are worth watching and fun. So because you can't pause the cutscenes, when I beat the tanker level, it just blew through everything that happens. So if you were paying attention before, what was going on with the tanker, Revolver Ocelot was behind the entire thing, because of course he was, and he betrayed even the Russian colonel that he was working with, stole the Metal Gear Ray, and blamed the whole thing on Snake, and sunk the tanker in the New York harbor. So also, his right arm is reattached, only it's not his arm, it's the arm of Liquid Snake. And apparently, Liquid Snake has the ability to control and possess Revolver Ocelot. It's sci-fi, right? Anyway, it'll all be explained one day. Not in this game, but one day. So I'm going to save it. This is right at the end of the tanker. And we will move forward to... What do I want to save it as? Save it right here. To the next phase. What they call the plant. See if you recognize anything here.
Snake, do you remember the sinking of that tanker 2 years ago?
Of course.
Terrorists blow a hole in an oil tanker full of crude barely 20 miles off the shore of Manhattan. Your classic nightmare. It didn't take long for the government to put an oil fence around the whole mess. And then that massive offshore cleanup facility went up inside.
Of course, I
Big
remember
shell.
Why are you telling me all this?
I hear the cleanup isn't quite over yet.
It takes time. But in the meantime, the shell's become a landmark, a symbol of environmental protection.
Calling teams Alpha and Bravo. Deploy at the Big Shell as scheduled.
Approximately 6 hours ago, the Big Shell was seized by an armed group.
Do we have an ID?
Former members of the Navy SEALs Special Anti-Terrorist Training Squad Dead Cell. Russian private army members may also be involved. It's a highly trained group, and they have the Big Shell under complete control.
That's not good.
Come in from downwind and pull up fast. Get ready to fast rope down to Shell 1. 5 minutes to ETA. Alpha, your top priority is to rescue and safeguard the President. Team Bravo, watch out for Stillman's back and get those C4s disarmed.
background. He's flying really close to the back of the
What are their demands?
$30 billion.
$30 billion. What makes them think they can get that much?
There was a government-sponsored tour going on at the Big Shell that day.
Hostages, huh?
A VIP from one of the major conservation groups, and one from our own government. The most important person in a sense.
The most important person?
James Johnson.
The president?
Unless the demands are met, the terrorists intend to blow the Big Shell out of the water.
And the crude will ignite, turning the Manhattan Harbor into an inferno.
That's not the worst-case scenario. If the chlorides being used to decontaminate the seawater go up with the oil, toxins containing catastrophic levels of dioxins will be released. In other words, the bay's ecosystem will be wiped out, and the sea will turn into a toxic soup for centuries, becoming the worst environmental disaster in history.
New York Harbor? I think the East River took care of that.
You have 2 mission objectives. 1, infiltrate the offshore decontamination facility Big Shell and safeguard the president and other hostages. And 2, disarm the terrorists by any means necessary.
Yeah.
You should know that SEAL Team 10 is also conducting a rescue operation.
Is this a joint effort?
No. Foxhound remains a covert body. Don't alert them to your presence. That is an order.
Okay.
This is Snake. I'm now inside Strut A of Shell 1.
How are things?
We're in luck. Looks like there are no sentries posted here.
What's the visibility?
The lights on the plant struts are functioning. I won't have to use the IR goggles.
Any problems?
There was a brand new hole cut through the oil fence. There's someone else besides me that wanted to get in badly.
That's not possible.
What about SEAL Team 10?
They landed on the roof of the Big Shell as planned. And by the way, Snake, we're changing your code name for all following communication.
What's wrong with Snake?
Just a precaution. You are now designated Raiden. All right, Raiden. You've already covered infiltration and VR training.
Yeah.
I've completed 300 missions in VR.
Yeah.
I feel like some kind of legendary mercenary.
Okay, we'll skip that part.
All right.
Make sure nobody sees you. If you need to, contact me by codec. The frequency is 140.85.
Go dig
When
up
you want
the
to use
box
the
from
codec,
your
push the
MGS1
select button.
simulation.
When we need to reach you, contact you, the codec will beep. When you hear that noise, press the select button. The codec's receiver directly stimulates the small bones of your ear. No one but you will be able to hear it.
All right. I'll contact you if anything changes.
First, make your way to the upper section of the Big Shell.
How do I get up to the next level?
There's an elevator at the far end of that area.
Watch this video.
Use that.
Sounds good.
Your new sneaking suit uses electrofiber technology, a byproduct of fiber optics research. The texture isn't far removed from rubber, but the
Let's
material
do a
protects
slow
against a wide
pan
range
up.
of toxic substances. The suit itself has a wide array of built-in sensors. It is referred to as smart skin in military R&D. Data about damage to different regions of the body, including blood loss, is exchanged between the
Directed as
suit
Joel
and the
Schumacher?
intravenous
Come
nanomachines
on.
to create a feedback system.
There's a lot of pressure on my torso.
Relax.
In
The
the
suit applies
crotch.
varying pressure to major internal organs to maximize performance and safeguard their functions. They call this the skull suit in Foxhound.
Skull suit seems appropriate somehow.
If the skull suit was jumping on a Monster Energy drink.
The
So,
hatch with a circular
yeah,
handle
there's a
will
hatch. We
open
got
into
it.
the elevator area.
So yeah, background.
Locate the
I was
hatch
around
first.
when this came out,
Copy that. Moving on to main mission objectives.
and I'm not spoiling anything. I mean, you're gonna watch the show here, but this is not Solid Snake, not the Solid Snake that we know, and the line that is been remembered by history about this game is that it was a big swerve and everybody hated that. and that is not inaccurate, but is not the whole story. And I remember little sea lice everywhere. I remember playing this, getting it the day it came out, and playing it and being surprised at that. But I think that when I look back, it's hard to remember. It's a long time ago. But I don't remember being like mad or upset. Although I do think it took a couple acts or a few hours into the game to go, oh, then we're not gonna. This is it. This is the playable character. Okay. But I didn't hate the idea. I just didn't really think about it because the thing is, Solid Snake now is a meme. Like he's legendary as they call him in the games. But he was just the protagonist of that first game. Oh sure, he was in the NES games, where he was a little more than just a collection of words and sentences like on a codec. When the game is known for "I feel asleep," it's hard to really create like a character. And he was cool, but I didn't think that oh boy, if I don't get to play him, we riot. I just thought oh, this is the next. Okay, this is the guy in this game. It's just the way that things turned out with that character, and the story that they wanted to tell with him. He's a weenie, okay? I said it. That's what I'm trying to get to. When it turned out to be such a weenie, then it was like, oh, well, this isn't much of a power fantasy. I'm just a weenie whose girlfriend yells at me all the time. Of course, it's a little more than that, but... And his weediness has become his, well, at least his starting off as a weenie, has become his defining characteristic, hasn't it? And the evolution of the character since then is all centered around that idea that he, it's not exactly the real deal. Alright, me neither, because I gotta get out of here. But let's face it, this game is kind of a reintroduction to the series, I think, for people, because I don't think anybody expected the first game to be either as good or as successful and wide-reaching as it was. And so you have a lot of people who are maybe picking this one up for the first time. So you can kind of play on that. And the things, Raiden's got cool gear. You wouldn't want to see Snake with that gear. It's a Raiden situation. What happened to that guy? Colonel, what do I do?
Colonel, I've sighted an enemy sentry. AN-94 and a Makarov. Those grenades, all his equipment, is Russian-made.
Must be a Gorlukovich man.
Gorlukovich?
A Russian private army that was in line to work with the Shadow Moses takeover group 4 years ago.
What's their stake in this one?
They must have made a deal,
Sneaky.
an arrangement with the terrorists. They become a band of mercenaries, an army without a country.
Thanks for the tip. Wow. Wow. Right. You still can't crouch walk. It's weird. what? I don't got no gear. No gear. Got no gear. Excuse me. Let's look first person. Beep, beep, beep. Ah. Whose butt is that?
Colonel, there's definitely another intruder in here besides me.
That's not a possibility.
Not a team. Looks like a solo job.
One man.
We may not know who he is, but he managed to take care of every sentry in the area. They're all out cold. Whoever he is, he's got some skills.
Stay away from
We need to
that
get an
man.
ID. But for now, you can take advantage of the situation and get to work. There's a terminal in front of the elevator. A node.
Did you say nerd?
Not nerd. Node.
Oh,
Use the node to gain access to the Big Shell's facilities network.
Something that I am going
Then
to
what?
appreciate, though,
Pull
is
up the
that
map of
I
the
don't think I've
structure. That'll
played
let you
this in,
activate
you
the
know,
Soliton
20
radar.
years or so.
the Soliton radar? True. That radar came in useful during VR training.
A radar
So,
system.
I look
Uses
forward to being
biological
able
magnetic
to
fields
catch
as
all the
input.
things that show
These
that,
estimated enemy
that
positions
Kojima
are
knew
projected
exactly what he was
onto a
doing.
map
He-
according to reference points collected
He
via
knew what
GPS
people were
signals
going to
and
think
field
about it. He
personnel
didn't care.
reports.
He had the
We
power,
need to get to
you
the
know,
map through the Big
to
Shell's node to put this data
play a
process
trick on
into
the
practical
audience,
use.
but also
the
to,
node unit is about 3 feet high.
critique
It should be colored
the
blue.
audience and
Each
critique,
area has at least one.
you know, games like this in the genre.
How do I gain access?
Just push
Your
the
butt,
action
I don't
button
know.
in front of the node.
It's a button, idiot. Come on.
The
Nerd.
nanomachines in your body will take care of the security clearance and allow you access to the node. Complete the procedure before
I
those
don't want
sentries
access
gain
to the
consciousness. If they spot you, you won't be able to gain access for a while. Stay on guard.
Got it.
Oh, Raiden, you're going to be running through so many rooms of the shell and just coming back in and going out. Yeah. I don't know if this is a great game. It's got great things in it. But anyway, we'll deal with all that later. What?
Raiden, you won't be able to use any of the enemy's equipment.
Why not?
You should know that all active weapons are equipped with a personal identification system.
I do
The
know.
owner enters their required user ID information during the weapon registration or at the start of a mission. If anyone other than the registered user tries to...
Alright, we get it. Everything you find in the item box doesn't mean I can't maybe get some rations or something, huh? Come on. Whoa. Right. Not yo. Yo. Not yo. No, not you. All right. Says we're out. There we go. That. And I got that. Okay. Huh? Nerd? Beep. But okay. Hell, he is riding. Yeah, that's right. We get to do this too. Okay. That's good as any. Blood type? Let's be from Patagonia. Oh. Papua New Guinea. How about Mauritius? Yeah. How about a country that doesn't exist anymore? Just generally Central African Republic. What about the USSR? Doesn't exist. What about the Russian Republic? What would it be? The Commonwealth of Independent States? What would it be? What about Sealand? Croatia, yeah. The Czech Republic, yeah. Sheikh Djibouti. What about what Northern Ireland? What about Taiwan? Cowards. Cowards. North Korea. No, North Korea, fine. Right. Right. You can't come in. You're out. No. We don't need any of this. Did all this.
Good work, Raiden.
The radar should be functioning now?
Remember your VR training sessions. The tool is exactly the same one. It maps the terrain as well as the position of enemy personnel.
Yes.
The bright dot in the middle is you, Raiden. The red dots are your enemies, and the blue cone shape represents their field of vision. Your radar isn't affected by the weather, but if you're discovered by an enemy, you won't be able to use it. It gets jammed easily, I'm afraid. It's all made from currently existing technology.
Which means it sucks.
You won't be able to use it in an area with strong harmonic resonance, so be careful. The Big Shell's layout map should now be available after touching the Start button.
How do I save the mission data?
I've set aside a proprietary frequency for saves, and an analyst to work on the data too.
Jack, is everything all right?
What are you doing here?
Jack,
Oh, God,
can you hear me?
no.
Rose, you're not supposed to be involved. What's going on?
Jack, I'm a part of this mission.
Colonel, what the hell is going on?
Raiden, meet the mission analyst. She'll be overseeing the data saving and support.
Why her?
The Foxhound analyst that was supposed to take part in this mission was in an accident.
Oh, weird.
Rosemary was brought in as a replacement.
An accident?
And according to the files, she knows you better than anybody else.
Rose may be in the service, but an intelligence analyst is no field officer.
Not to worry. She has our technical staff at her disposal.
She's never been a part of a field mission. This is insane.
I have my own reasons for selecting her for this mission, soldier.
Colonel, I fail to see...
I know your VR training performance in and out, but sometimes that's not enough.
Sometimes you need your
You're
girlfriend to yell
familiar
at
with
you.
the Shadow Moses incident?
You know I covered it in VR.
If there's a crucial tactical detail that case taught us, it was the power of the operative's will to survive.
I was trained to fight. My personal feelings have
The
no
will to
place
kill
in a
will
mission.
be inspired
We've
by
learned that it doesn't
your
work
girlfriend
that
yelling
way.
at you the entire
And
game.
on the field, you need all the help you can get.
Jack, you're stuck with me whether you like it or not.
Rose,
You need someone to watch your
Not
back.
here.
But I have conditions that need to be met, Colonel.
What is it?
I'll perform my duties and save that mission data, but I'm aware that technically I'm not part of the mission control team. After all, I'm just a normal girl who's worried about Jack. But that means, Colonel, that I am not required to follow your orders outside of my immediate duties. Jack is not simply a field personnel for me to track. His safety comes first to me, not the mission. And because of that, I will be monitoring and keeping a record of every communication you have with him, Colonel.
If he
Given
even
the
talks to another
circumstances, you're
girl,
free to do what you see fit.
Hey, I prefer this to being kept in the dark waiting.
I'd like to make a request, if I may.
Of course.
His handle is Raiden. For the duration of the mission, could you call him that?
Yes, sir. All right, Raiden. Let me know when you're ready to turn in a save. The proprietary save frequency is 140.96. I just switched frequencies. Jack,
what?
do you know what day it is tomorrow?
April 30th. Is there something special about it?
Isn't there?
I can't remember. I'm sorry.
Oh well, I'll keep trying till I hear the answer. I'm gonna let you go now, Jack. Take care.
What a nightmare. All right. Oh, they're waking up. Hit the button. Jack, button. Hit it. Jack, hit the button.
Raiden, the enemy sentry is regaining consciousness.
Be careful, Jack.
Find somewhere to hide until the elevator arrives. You must stay out of sight.
Who's that?
Great.
Enemy sight. Requesting backup unit.
Good night there. My fault. Yeah. It's not road. And we use the pooch for you on this one. Hey, you know I am. I'm doing a wood chipper. Ah, here's the elevator. First try.
The terrorists call themselves Sons of Liberty.
Sons of Liberty?
The name of their leader is Solid Snake.
The hero of Shadow Moses? So that's why you changed my code name.
Right, but he can't be the Solid Snake. He died 2 years ago on that tanker after he blew it sky high.
Could he have survived?
Not a chance.
Good booty tooch, Raiden.
Colonel, I'm on the roof. There are no sentries, but it would only take one to spot me in this light.
You never had daylight VR training after all.
Yeah, kinda seems
Stay
like I'm not
extra
very
sharp
well
until you
prepared.
can find a node to log in from.
What about the commandos?
SEAL Team 10 has landed on struts B and C.
And the president?
Seems he was spotted on strut B.
Strut B?
Do you know anything at all, Raiden?
The big shell is comprised of shells 1 and 2. Each unit consists of a central core and 6 struts surrounding it.
So the whole thing is shaped like 2 hexagons connected end on end.
Exactly. And you're on the roof of strut A,
Very
shell 1 at the moment. First, get to a node. Log into the network.
Got it.
Don't slip on any seagull shit. Oh, you will. You're going to. He's even got his animals shitting on this character. Like, look, people, get the joke. You were never intended to think that this was a really great thing. Maybe something great will come out of it. How do I get out of here? I can't remember. No, seriously. What do I do again? What? Right. This way. Hey, Commander? What? I don't want to watch all those. Good stuff. I'm gonna watch again. All right.
What's up, Jack?
Jack, do you know what today is?
Jack, do you remember what day tomorrow is?
That again. I'm sorry, but I still don't have a clue.
That's okay.
What is it, Rose? Talk to me.
I'd rather you figure it out. It's important.
How important?
Important enough, and we'll talk about it tomorrow.
Why not now?
Tomorrow seems more appropriate. I need all the help I can get so that I won't chicken out anyway.
Okay.
Is that the reason you decided to be part of this mission?
So you can nag me
Okay.
about our anniversary?
I'm gonna finish this thing by tomorrow, no matter what.
Is
You know
Kojima
I'll do
married?
everything I can to help you.
Rose, there's something I need you to do as an analyst.
Shut
What
up.
is it?
It has to do with Solid Snake. The leader of this takeover incident is claiming that he's Snake himself.
The legendary mercenary?
I need as much data on him as possible. Everything they have on him after the Shadow Moses incident.
He's dead now, isn't he?
Yes. Should be a burial record somewhere, too. You should be able to request top-level security clearance from the Colonel. That should get us into the most classified material.
I'm on it. I'll contact you as soon as I find out something.
All right, great.
Raiden, you can climb onto anything up to about waist high with the action button. It should come in useful.
Yes, I know. Thank you. Well, here I am. What? Okay, what? What's going on? What? Why don't you just tell me what to do? I don't remember what to do. I need help.
According to the SEAL Team 10,
But that thing. Yeah, I don't remember any of this. I pity poor young me. Yep, that's gonna happen. All right. Oh, not that way. I'll have to practice my pull-ups later. Oh, not this way either. What do you do again? What do you do? Came up this way. Son of a bitch! Colonel, I don't know what to do. Nothing's working, Colonel. What?
according to the SEAL Team.
Ah, son of a bitch. Alright, great. So, let's get to Strat B with the thing and the guy and the connecting bridge. And there's a guy and then there's a bridge over there. Yeah. Alright. Well. None of this is gonna help. What do I do? What's up? Ryan's got birthing hips. Ah! You know, I never feel too bad because I know that it's been 25 years since I played this game, and I know that when I go on Reddit, the first thing will be, how do you get off the friggin' strut? The first strut? So I won't feel too bad, but I kind of like to figure it out myself. All right, clearly there's something I have to crawl under or something. So just gotta start looking at everything. They're so enamored with their first-person camera, even though that's not really what we were doing back then. Can I push this box? Can I push a box, Colonel? Colonel, I'm gonna need a little bit of help here. I'm at sea, Colonel. Hold the fence. Hold the fence. All right. Shut up. No, I found it. I already found it.
Raiden, look at that wire.
Shut up. I figured it out already. Look, it took a long time, but I did it. All right. Well, anyway. Oh, God.
Raiden, SEAL Team 10 is in.
Do we really have no line of communication with the SEALs?
They don't know a thing about us. You know we
You
work
look
in
like
the
a
dark,
SEAL.
and this
You're more of
mission
an
is no
otter.
exception. Only a few people know about your presence here. There's no need for concern. This operation is under Pentagon's direct command, and the NSDD
Pentagon?
came from the
Did they
Vice
send
President
people
and the
from Army?
Secretary of Defense. Your mission may be top secret, but it's gone through the usual channels.
Just, you know, try to, I don't know, just stay alive or something. All right, great. Whew. All right. Wait a minute.
I'll go check the roof. I'll leave the first floor to you, okay?
Understood.
Jimmy's on break. All right, here we go. Oh, you told me. I understand. I get
Colonel,
it.
I've located the node, but it's under heavy surveillance. I can't get in any closer.
Distract them. Try making some noise to draw their attention away.
God, do I have to do everything for you?
Flatten yourself against a wall and hit the punch button.
Got it.
We didn't do this in VR training. What if I didn't do that and I just went over there? What if I just did that? Alright, you already know what's gonna happen here. Stuff I probably can't get. No. It's a lot of wandering around these. Remember that. Alright, so he's in strap B, so we're going the right way. Oh, I remember this too. Okay. I remember all the cutscenes. That's a funny thing. I don't remember any of the solutions to any of the problems, but I remember all the cutscenes. Jack, you don't know. No.
Raiden, watch out. There are sentries posted on the connecting bridge. They will spot you if you continue on course.
Any recommendations?
Use the hanging mode.
Hanging?
Hang yourself, Raiden. It's the only way.
Face any waist-high railing and push the action button to clear the railing and hang over the side. Once there, you can move sideways while keeping out of enemy sight.
All right, I'm giving it a try.
Don't forget the grip gauge. It will keep decreasing during a hanging maneuver, and once it runs out, you will fall.
Copy that.
That would be horrible if you.
Wait a second. I just
wouldn't
intercepted
want
new intelligence
to see
on
that
the
happen.
operation being executed by SEAL Team 10.
Intercepted?
As I said before, they need to be kept in the dark about our presence.
So
have
we
presence?
just listen in.
I'm patching it through.
This is Alpha Zero. We have the president. Is he safe? He is safe. What about the package? Tell the guys upstairs that we've secured the package. Easy money. Good work. Your retrieval is on the way. Come on home. Roger that. Holy! Alpha Zero, report. Damn it, cover the president!
We
Come
don't
in,
have the
Alpha Zero.
package.
This
This
is Alpha
money's
Zero.
hard.
We're under
It's
attack.
hard money.
Crazy! Is that... Alpha Zero, respond. All Alpha, respond.
Raiden, the president's life is in danger. Head to Strut B now.
Right, hang yourself quick. This guy's not gonna turn around. Oh, there you go. Easy money. Ah. Transformers? We got Transformers? Oh. Whoa. Somebody's popsicle melted. What a mess. If you see the beats and the shouting, very similar to the first game. Something else that Kojima did was he got paid for just cut and pasting from his first game, so good for him. If I write half a game,
Come in, Alpha Zero.
you up there, Batman? Huh. Neat. Whoops. Oh, got him. Yep. He's dead. You got him. Oh, whew, guy should be taking high blood pressure
All Alpha,
medicine.
come in. What's going on? Alpha, respond.
Well, I think here's my theory. How much time we got left? 10 minutes. That'll barely fit. Hideo Kojima, obviously big movie fan. Not only a fan of cyberpunk work, which is what this channel is supposed to be about, right? But a cyberpunk creator in his own right. And like a lot of cyberpunk guys, I think that he is a big fan of the book Snow Crash by Neil Stephenson. I think it just works period. I think it's an easy assumption to make. But there is a character in the first game, Metal Gear Solid, named Raven, who is like a big Native American guy. I think First Nations guy, actually.
What are you?
And there's the main bad guy, or one of the big bads in Snow Crash, is a Native American guy
5 today,
named Raven.
or rather 6.
And then another aspect of Raven is that he's a crazy knife murderer man with long black hair, who is the heavy in this game. So, could just be archetypes, but I think there's a specific connection there. Look at the camera, like, I don't have a girlfriend calling me all the time. I don't have a girlfriend.
Where is he?
They couldn't wait. They couldn't wait 20 minutes. They couldn't wait. So again, this is all intentional. If you're mad, that's you fell into a trap, because that's exactly what they wanted. I don't think you can use that gun, Ryan. Throw it.
Strange smell.
Axe body spray.
You smell like... Are you?
It has to be. Shoot him! What are you waiting for?
Vamp,
Yeah, Queen?
are you all done cleaning up?
Yes, but wait till I tell you what I found.
Something interesting?
I'll tell you in person. Where are you?
In the central unit with the president.
Be right there.
Well, all right.
Hold on. I'm not an enemy. Calm down.
Not even a half an hour they could wait.
My name is Pliskin. Iroquois Pliskin. Lieutenant junior grade.
Sure.
Are you a Navy SEAL? How did you get in?
Fast rope descent from a Navy chopper.
He's got bugs on him.
Have I seen you before?
I've
That
seen
suit.
you.
Are you Foxhound?
That's right.
Foxhound was disbanded. Huh? Where were you before Foxhound? Delta Force?
On your computer, nerd. Node.
I was part of the Army's Force 21 trials.
Force 21. That's about tactical IT deployment, right?
Yeah, we send out computer
Any
special-
field experience?
with guns.
No, not really.
So this is your first.
I've had extensive training, the kind that's indistinguishable from the real thing.
Like what?
Sneaking mission 60,
Wiping your butt.
weapons 80,
Oh.
advanced,
VR, huh?
but realistic in every way.
A virtual grunt of the digital age, that's just great.
That's far more effective than live exercises.
You don't get injured in VR, do you? Every year, a few soldiers die in field exercises.
There's pain sensation in VR and even a sense of reality and urgency. The only difference is it isn't actually happening.
That's the way they want you to think, to remove you from the fear that goes with battle situations. War is a video game. What better way to raise the ultimate soldier?
Yeah. Anyway, save your game when you're ready to move on.
So you're saying that VR training is some kind of mind control?
Right. What's going on?
Not now. I need to listen
The
to my
Alpha
master.
team from Navy SEAL 10 is dead. No, a single survivor.
The kid's wired with nanomachines.
Nanomachines?
What about the president?
Looks like they took him somewhere else.
I see. You said there was a survivor from SEAL Team 10.
Yeah, Lieutenant J.G. Pliskin.
Has he seen your face?
What?
This is a top secret mission.
Here we're
No
quite-
one can
what-
know that
what's
we're
the JG?
involved.
It's a little too late for that.
I don't get the JG part.
What's up?
Take a look.
Uh-oh.
What the hell?
He's an escaped
A
convict.
Navy captain.
You all right?
Oh, I lost a ton of blood, but
Give
I'm
me a few
okay.
minutes. Must have lost a few more pints than I thought.
This'll help.
What was that man just now?
That blood-sucking freak. That was Vamp.
Oh, let's hear about Vamp.
He's Romanian, a wizard with knives, as you saw.
The way he moved
Knife
didn't
wizard.
seem human.
You won't see that in VR, I guarantee.
What is he?
One of the members of Dead Cell,
Dead Cell? Him?
a special forces unit created by ex-President George Sears. The name was originally intended to reflect its anti-terrorist functions. The unit would launch unannounced assaults on government complexes for the ultimate terrorism simulation. They were needed to show VR troopers like you how to deal with the real thing. But around the time their original leader died in prison, the unit began to unravel. They were always close to the edge, but they became more and more extreme, began to go after U.S. allies, even civilians. We estimate that no fewer than 100 people died as a result of accidents the Dead Cell arranged on their own. They were out of control, and it all came to a head 6 months ago.
Oh, yeah.
What happened?
The unit was devastated. There are only 3 left now, and you just saw one of them.
Why would they go after the big shell?
How should I know? I told you they were on the lunatic fringe.
What about their leader? He says he's Solid Snake.
Snake died 2 years ago.
You mean the incident that made this big shell necessary in the
Digi
first
Ballard?
place?
Right, and he was the one that sank that tanker.
But he's a legend.
Legends are usually bad news. There's not a lot of difference between heroes and madmen.
He got upwards of
You're
one
saying
dog
Snake
tag
is still
on that
alive
mission.
and pulled another one?
No, he's not involved in this one. His body was positively ID'd 2 years ago.
Snake is dead.
And buried.
What about the other soldiers? I saw Russian equipment too.
Former Soviet military. They're probably mercenaries.
What about the
The big
seagulls?
shell is too much ground for just Dead Cell members to hold down. You weren't briefed on any of this? And you came in alone to boot? Why?
My girlfriend's with me.
What are you really doing here? Can't tell me, huh? Fine with me.
I don't smoke.
Keep it anyway.
Figures.
May come in handy.
Put it in your pouch.
Take this too.
Come in, Alpha Zero. This is Bravo Zero, currently at the bridge between struts B and C. The president is... Damn, I can't hit this thing. It's like some bad dream. Alpha, anyone, come in, all Alpha. This is Bravo Zero.
Aren't you going to answer him?
Yeah.
The BC connecting bridge.
We need to get there. Can you handle it?
I need a few more minutes. Remember my frequency. It's 141.80.
141.80. Got it.
I've been briefed on this plant's layout. If you need information on the place or about Dead Cell, contact me. You're using nano communication, right?
Yeah, but I can patch into your frequency.
Okay. Great. This is awkward.
Hey, what's your name?
Raiden.
Raiden? Strange code name.
Makes up for the boring one my parents gave me.
Maybe I'll find out someday.
Maybe I don't really care. All right. Well, that's kind of good. That's like a pretty good briefing on what the game is. Well, I mean, there's a lot more to come, but that's the setup. Welcome to the real game. For good or bad. I'll be continuing to play the real game here on the channel in the future, so join me every weekday at 12 p.m. Central, right here, twitch.tv/SNFTrope. Hit the heart or like a bell, subscribe, hit whatever's below the video. Just start hitting all those buttons, and I will see you in the future. Hope you have a good week, and keep the geek fires burning. My button's not working.